you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fair with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment, and you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. Every picture you take and promise you make, everything you do is about clouds. Then you come into me for I shake your hand, there's nothing to smile about. Corruption inside every sector, but when it comes to them they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Barretons too. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. I done fed up of the dirty water, low pressure, want scream and tell somebody. Imagine 1500 US, and they're telling me super salary. I done fed up of the unemployment racism and the lie they say one Guyana. Cause when you look with the oil money going, circulate with one set of banner.
PPP will take care of you from erection to resurrection. A quick one for you. And the last.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Good night and welcome to Straight Up. My name is Mark Benchap. Do share the link and let people know that we are on tonight. Tonight is a very important night. We have to be on. We want to be on. We want to report the accurate information to you. We don't want people to throw a little lemonade, little Kool-Aid, and little gold dust and sprinkle this and spread. No. We don't want that at all. And that is why we're on tonight. So somebody sent an Uber to me. They say, hey, get Lemon and Mark in the studio. Get them into the studio. We want to hear from them tonight. Because I was going to take another night off because some of the things that I'm seeing there underground in Guyana, the hugs and the kisses and the bawling. Imagine we have had a share of Annette dropping her Polari to go and hug Priya. But just recently, anyways, we're not going to talk about that yet. He might be watching. You guys know who the individual is, jumped over his veranda in South. Jumped over his veranda. Knocked on his pot, knocked on his food. Ran. I've never seen somebody run so fast in Guyana's yet. Better than Usain Bolt. Rushed up to go and hug and kiss up Bishop Edgell. If y'all know is who, Y'all tag that person right now, because we're going to talk a little bit about that, because it is called bad politics. That is what it's called. Bad politics. I don't know. Sometimes it's what is really wrong with some of these guys in Guyana. But we'll get to that shortly. We'll deal with that individual. We'll do some empirical research and all sort of things. A big word about it, Pascal, empirical. Well, tonight we're going to deal with him too. He's related to Claudine. Anyways, Claudine carrying them over. It looks so. Claudine carrying them over. All right. So what's going on? Somebody said they caught Dilip. They saw Dilip. Dilip, I don't know. Dilip is on the move. Dilip is on the move, right? Look at this is Jack Deere, right? AKA Dilip. He has a bag. That bag that you see next to him there is a wee bag. There's a medical name for that, right? For those nurses and doctors in the audience, you could, because I don't want to go wrong and say it's a wee bag. I'm a big guy, man. I should know better, right? I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. I should know better instead of calling it a wee bag. Right? Come on, doctors and nurses. We get that there's a name. There's a name for that bag. Some, but tell us that name for that bag that Jack Deere carries. Is a wee bag. But there's another name. I'm calling it a wee bag. And do forgive me, guys, but we are very straight up here. But this is Jack Deere. Yeah, right. Somebody said it's not urine bag. There's another name. There's another name for it when you those folks who are in dialysis. It's not wee bag, but in Guyana we got a name for everything. It's not a wee bag, right? It's not a wee bag, but we can say with Jack Deere we could say it's probably a susu bag, right? But it's a wee bag. So this is Jack Deere flying out all over. He's flying away. He just fly. He has no time with you guys anymore in Guyana, right? No time with you guys in Guyana, but he's spending thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars, right? Your tax-paying dollars. And every time he travels out of the country, it's per diem, I think it's about 10,000 or maybe 15,000 pocket money. And there's the pocket money you get between the crutch there. That's the pocket money. Thank you, Esme Lamy. They say it's a folly. People saying it's a posy and all kind of thing. But I just call it, I for Jack Deere's sake, we'll call it a wee bag. So Jack Deere walks around with a wee bag, right? A wee bag. Every 4 blocks, he got to stoop down. Okay. Hi, good night again. Welcome to Straight Up. My name is Mark Benchap. Welcome to Straight Up. I was missing in action last night, but it's okay. I don't have to explain anything for you guys any longer because you guys understand, and I appreciate that. I don't want you guys to think it's any disrespect that I show up one night and I don't show up another night. Please understand that old man is usually busy sometimes during the course of the day. So please do forgive me for that. And let me just say, there were a few clients particular client, two, actually went into court today, immigration court, and they walked right out. They were nervous, and usually people are nervous, and you could understand why. But I usually advise my clients. I said, look, there's nothing to be nervous about, right? Just go right in and do what you got to do, and there's nothing to be nervous about. I say that all the time. But I don't want to knock lawyers and law firms and so forth because pretty soon I'll be talking to you guys as a lawyer, right? Pretty soon. I keep my fingers crossed, right? But for now, I usually say to my clients, lawyers driving scare. Lawyers they run a business, right? They have to make money, so don't get me wrong. But people are really, really afraid. But some pretty good experiences even during these tough times. And so I was happy as I was monitoring my clients this morning, and they walked out. They walked right out. They walked right out without any problem. They're facing a removal hearing because of very corrupt individual, according to lots of people, corrupt individual, and doing all these what you call um, fake vows and all these different things, and a lot of people are in a mess, so to speak. And it's a sad situation out there, guys. Sad situation, but one of these days I'll talk more about those things. This is straight up. But good night again, and welcome to 107.1 FM. Let's get back to Dilip. I don't know where Dilip is heading. I don't know, but what we do know is that he has about $15,000-$20,000. These guys walk around with your tax dollars. Meanwhile, look, y'all think it's easy? This is according to them, a brand new primary school in Linden, Bamia Primary School, that took them over 3 years and close to $1 billion. Close to $1 billion, guys. And this is it. While Jack Dale and Irfan and their cronies, they fly around the world with your money. They waste hundreds of millions of dollars. Meanwhile, their friends and their cronies are cheating the system, the tax system, and all these sort of things. This is what's happening in Guyana. That is what's happening in Guyana. Meanwhile, take a look. They usually love to say that it's the fastest growing economy. The fastest growing economy. That's what it is. Fastest growing economy. You know what I mean? Anyways, the fastest growing economy. That's Guyana. That's Guyana, guys. That's Guyana. I don't know. But whatever it is, look at this. Take a look. Oil-rich country, right? Oil-rich country. Oil-rich country, guys. And this is what's going on. Take a listen. Thank you, Lemon. We'll try to...
This is what the children come at Bamia School. No sit. Miss gonna stand up. This is unacceptable. Why the furniture? What's going on? Parents did what we said we weren't here to do. Sit. Miss didn't even have a seat to sit down yourself. These children preparing for exam next week. Right?
You guys, this is not propaganda, you know. That's a brand new school, taxpayers' money, close to $1 billion. Well, the corruption and the stealing and all these sort of things, it's probably about 600 million, but of course, the couple of hundred millions that they stole as well. They can't even put a bench. They can't even put a what you call it, cartoon boxes. No, nothing, no desk, no chairs, no nothing for the teachers, no benches, no desk, nothing. Absolutely nothing for the students. Could you imagine? An oil-rich country, these Pakus, these vagabonds, these chamars, these Tede Kabur, Nanika Choror, Kalande ke Makach. Oh, sorry. I didn't really want to go that route, but I got a bit carried away. The last part is basically right? Those of you who understand will understand the last part, right? But that is how these guys, this is who they are. You know, they don't mean well for the country. Everything, right, Purandas? Good night to you. Every single thing is corruption, 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 corruption in Guyana. Right, Rajan Bin, right, Paula Jones and Brennan Thompson and Beverly Ann Romaine and all of you guys, good night. And thanks to those who have already shared the link. This is Guyana under the corrupt PPP regime, guys. I repeat, this is Guyana under the corrupt PPP regime. Take a listen.
This is what the children come at Bamia School. No seat. Miss gonna stand up. This is unacceptable. Why the furniture? What's going on?
We'll get to the other one just now. But that is what is happening. That is a brand new school. Over $600 or so million they spent. Take a look, guys. Take a look. Shameful. Who is the minister? Who is the minister of education? Who are the minister of education? I ever see she? Do you guys see her? Do you guys see them? You hardly see them. They're not around. It's like they walk up their head with a rice bag. You don't see was it Susan Rodriguez no more? She probably sprawl off on the beach somewhere in Florida right now, collecting a little rental for her property or properties. She and her husband, she and her wife. Out there. You don't hear from these people any longer. Well, in the case of Susan Rodriguez, she probably out selling chocolate. Because remember, she says she sells chocolate. Y'all should start sell chocolate too. I don't know. But who is the minister of education? I'm glad Priya gone, but it looks as though Priya would the little heritage over this one what they here right now, because you don't even see this one here. It's like any and any lagu bagu, the PPP tech, any and any lagu bagu, take them and turn them into ministers. Any and any lagu bagu. And when you say lagu bagu, you got to say it with a meaning. Any and any lagu bagu. Why is it that the minister, Pirag, maybe closer to Pirai, why is it that the minister of education cannot address this issue at Bamia Primary School? Now, you should see the conditions of other schools around the country, but this is disgraceful. How can you open a school? Then I get bench, then I get chairs, then I get chalkboard or blackboard or whatever. They have nothing. Look at how them people picnic got to go school. And this is how you want to raise kids to take over the country. This is the next generation. This is how you treat them. And look, I'm not going to mention anything about race. I'm not. But the reason why Bamia Primary School is treated like this, it is because I'm not going to mention anything about race. I'm not going to. But what I'm going to say, that a school in Blackbush Polder, where it would be the opposite in terms of majority of students of one ethnicity, if it was Blackbush Polder, this would have never happened. They would have make sure them put them pira, they would have make sure them put them little saucepan and put them picnic for sit down pond. But because this is in Linden, and y'all know where I'm coming from with that, right? Because I don't want my friend at ERC, that is Norris Witter. Yaga. Well, I don't have time with them there anyways. We gotta talk what we have to talk about, right? And so this is the look at the schools. Look at the school. Look at the kids them. They're sitting down on their backpacks. They sit down on their shoes. They sit down on the ground. Look, the one by sit down till over there. He fold his feet. Look, he fold up his foot. You don't know you turn up on it. The other one over there sprawl off. You don't know you can turn a bishop like Bishop Edgell. But I don't want to wish these guys that turn like Bishop Edgell, Bishop Edgell, right? But this here is classless. This is not how a country is run. With billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. Look, if I had the amount of money right now in my pocket, if I were rich like Exxon and them, by tomorrow morning, trust me, that entire school would have been furnished. But we can't do a GoFundMe for that. It is the corrupt PPP's government responsibility. That is what they get taxpayers, billions of your tax dollars. That is what they're getting oil money, billions of oil money. But I'm going to take them and like them, push them up them. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. But that's what's probably going on. Now take them, push them up the Qatar, right? They can't manage a country. And then they're the first to go out and holler, oh, that the coalition and PNC, they can't even run this or run that. But look at the evidence, these Pakus, these Lagu Bagus, these Katahar, these Kori, these Chamars in the PPP regime. They can't run a government. They can't even run a mitai shop, much less a government. Look at every single day is corruption, 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 corruption. How would you feel, any one of them in the PPP, any one of them, how would they feel sending their kids off to school, nicely dressed in the mornings? And send you picnic them after school. Then again, no bench, then again, no desk, they have nothing. But these kids are eager to learn. Look at what's happening, guys. Look at what is happening. And then there are people who are jumping up as though they're some sort of Christmas masquerade or some sort of kwekwe. Them a beat drum in certain communities, certain set of them. Jump up and holler about development. Development. What development if there is no decent human development in a country? Don't tell me about little broke up road. They patch up some road that got broke up next week. And then the same people who are praising the roads and development, like the one you watching. We ready for he yet. We address he as that one. Round the lane, you know is who we're talking about. That one. We ready for he yet just now. He time coming just now. Lash pon he just now. Right? They're quick to jump and run up and hug them. Just like what's her name? Annette Ferguson dropped all she $60 Pulori, ran across the road for hug and kiss up Priya Manik Chan. And they call it good politics. They call it decency. And there's always a justification for these things. But when others do it, they call the others them sell out. They call the others all sort of things. All sort of things. But when they do it, there's always a justification for them, right? Just like Annette, right? Annette and Shipolori. Maybe by Thursday or so, we can do a GoFundMe and raise back Annette Ferguson $60 for Polori so she could get back she $60.
Mark, what have I done to you, Mark? You always picking on me, man. Hey, you don't see that I'm doing other things?
Of course, we see that you're doing other things, Annette. And we salute you for that. But don't go and do stupidness and expect us to just throw back and clap when you do dotishness. Not just Annette alone. Now is not time to go and embrace and hug these people. Well, we can talk about that other one just now. The man dropped, he pat a cook up with cars rip in his kitchen, jump over his veranda. Man nearly broke up his knees, all sort of things. Rush, if you hear it through the crowd. Bishop. We did it right. now. Y'all gonna see. Somebody begging me to leave Annette alone. All right, Sharon. I will only leave Annette alone if you promise to give her back $60 per lorry. Give her back the $60 per lorry, and I'm gonna leave she alone. But let's go back to this. I want y'all to hear this tape here, man. I want y'all to hear this tape. But before we get back, look, this is the sort of things. Why you guys think that I really have to come on the air? Because I can't sit out, As much as y'all get a little tired at the end of the day, I gotta come and report these things. Look at this school. Sean, take a look at this school, Sean. And when I say Sean, there are more than one Sean watching us, right? I'm talking about Sean Williams now. We're focusing on the real Sean. And the real Sean is Sean Williams. We don't have time with the other Sean. I can tell you all why just now. I can tell you all why. In the meantime, buckle up. Round the lane, I can tell you all why the other Sean messing we up. Now let's go back to this here. I want you guys to let's go back to this.
Peter said, don't just sell.
Here what happened. I want you guys to tag these guys. Tag these guys who oftentimes they're hollering about development. And we got to give Jackie and giving no Jackie jacket, no jacket for the PPP. Development, what you see is basically part and parcel of the contractual arrangement for whenever a government is voted into office. They're not doing you a favor by building your roads. In the case of the PPP, they don't build anything substandard. It's always breaking up. And as we say in Guyana, broke up. Just watch, just same road, the little patch thing that the thing up in south there, right? Compliments, those are things should have been built over the 23 years the PPP was in office. They didn't do nothing. They didn't even in terms of infrastructure, bare friends and cronies, they patch little roads. Now they get a little oil money, they're going into communities. And by the way, that road plan, and that map was there for all those years. For 23 years, they ignored it, right? But now they get a little oil money. They want to waste it. And the contracts to their friends and their cronies. That entire back area there in South, that was supposed to have been built years ago. But for 23 years, all these PPP vagabonds do, while they're in office, they drink rum with their money, they drink out their money, they do all sorts of things with your money. They spend out your money all at the cathedral. Every single night, some of them, they're around the cathedral. Hey! Next thing you know, you see where's the fast runner there at the cathedral, man? Lilawati. Hey! See, little go with Lilawati. Every single night. Let me hail up Lilawati, right? Every single night, they go out there. Those vagabonds in the PPP regime. How you think all of them get buy motorbike and things? Soon, you're going to see Lilawati driving Lamborghini. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, Father. Take a listen to this, please.
These children preparing for exam next week. Right?
Take a look at this little boy. Look at he. His parents ensure that whether it's a single mother or whomever he lives with, his grandmother or some Patani clothes, gone to school, and look how we got to stand up in a corner. Look how we got to stand up in a corner against a wall. This could be right. Come on, most of us are parents, whether we're parents or not. This could be right. Anybody who accepts this, anyone who supports this, or anyone who would find an excuse for this here, something wrong with them. This is development? Y'all focusing on little cheap roads, complement of the corrupt PPP regime, but development. We can't run away from the fact. What development? That is why I asked my friend Bobby Vera when he was here the other day, what development? You show me development. I am not going to recognize any sort of pia development until we see human development. A country can only be developed as long as you put the people as the priority. You could build shabby roads, bridges, and all sorts of things. Unless there is human development, a country is not going to go forward. Look at it, and when they do these things also, instead of developing communities, instead of building villages and communities and so forth, and job creation for the people, guess what? They cut off economic lifeline in certain communities. Look at that bridge that they're putting there. They ran that bridge from wherever it is over into Palmyra area. And all of that area, guess what now? They're building houses and they're giving houses to their friends, their sweet woman, their sweet man, and all sorts of things. Their concubines. That is how they're running that country. So nothing for New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam can develop. Stanley Tongue and all those other areas, they can develop. Kanji and all them other places, they can develop because the corrupt PPP wants to cut off the economic lifeline in those communities, in those townships. We see what is happening. Recently, they give garbage trucks to Region 6. They give garbage trucks to Region 3 or 5 or wherever. Of 3, sorry. But then again, no garbage trucks for Georgetown, the capital city. Then again, no garbage trucks. Then again, no garbage trucks to the people of Linden. They're not going to do that. And you're telling me these are the same Pacus who are running around the country and hollering, one Guyana. That's all they're hollering. But there's no example, there's no evidence of one Guyana. This is one Guyana. Sorry about that, guys. Lemon kicked me off. This is one Guyana. This one child. And this child, for those who are joining us now, this child is in a classroom. The classroom, not get no desk. The classroom doesn't have chair for this little boy who obviously is the future of Guyana. Future, I wish he becomes a president, a lawyer, a doctor, something big, or even a teacher or whatever. These kids all the kids we have to wish the best. Because look at how certain kinds of kids, look at how they're being punished, compliments of a corrupt PPP regime. These guys in Linden, like Jormin Figueroa, and the others in Linden, I wonder how do they feel? How do they even sleep at nights? Oh no, they're not. Some of those guys in Linden are not sleeping at nights because they're busy preparing for Tongue Week. And at Tongue Week, all you can get is, yeah. Big winding up, big jamming up. Push back, white back, juke. Jump, spread out, sprawl off, skin up, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right? That's what's going on. It seems as though that is more important than protesting and shutting the school down. Somebody tag Conan Marshall because Conan looks like if he could shut the school down. A massive protest. Tag the MP. Mr. Sharma Solomon, tag them. Look at what's going on. You think guys like Jormin Figueroa, Jormin Kiss Up Figueroa, you think they get time? They're studying whole on a ball and sorry, them is old time song. Once you hear I start with bam, them is old time songs, right? But they're preparing for Tongue Week. And look the kids them at Bamia Primary School. Take a look.
This is what the children come at Bamia School. No sit, Ms. gonna stand up. This is unacceptable. Why the furniture? What's going on? Parents, this is what we send with children here.
Guys, look at the students. This is not propaganda. This is not propaganda. Look. Look. Take a list. Take a look. Look. This is not propaganda. Look at these kids. This is not propaganda. Now is the time, because look, anyone out in Linden would see this here. They would move in by tomorrow to protest and shut that school down. Demand that the school is shut down until those kids are given what is right for them. They deserve what is right for them. But no, they get some of them gonna go out and holler development. They see a couple little Brocatoka roads and it's development. Do they really know development? Do they really know? Yes, somebody tag Irfan and Dilip and all of them. Tag them. Tag Anil, tag all of them. Tag Mohammed. Mohammed must be more busy. He's probably sleeping after today's hearing. Tag all of them. Tag all of them. This is where the focus should be. Instead of distraction upon this is the focus. By tomorrow, this school should be shut down until they get it right. Until they get it right, it should be shut down. It's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment. And they call the country, what they say Guyana is? The little Dubai. While it's a little Dubai, look at little boys. Look at little girls. Little Dubai. Take a listen, guys.
This is what the children come at Bamia School. No sit. Ms. gonna stand up. This is unacceptable. Why the furniture? What's going on? Parents, this is what we send with children here to do. Sit. Miss didn't even have a seat to sit down yourself.
Well, we all might as well. Look.
These children preparing for exam next week.
You heard her. The kids are preparing for exams next week. Here what we're gonna do. We're gonna stand up and we're gonna do this show here. Because if those kids could stand up in a classroom for 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, then sit on the ground in a so-called oil-rich economy, you've got to be kidding me. Tag some of your friends. Let them see that this is the kind of government some of them installed. It's not no free and fair elections and them sort of things. But look, I want you guys to come closer. These guys who hogging up Edgel, like our good friend Sean Anthony Ben, he's right there right now. Tag him, because Sean Anthony Ben is supposed to be a PNC, but he ran, he dropped all of his cook-up, jump over his veranda, put on some sort of, God in heaven knows what he had on, right? Rush. You should see how this man nearly broke up his knees, nearly run in front of a truck to go and hug up and kiss up Edgel. And they call it development for little Brocatoka Road. Now, some people may be sucking their teeth and they might be saying, Ben Shop always be stripping his Ben Shop, and you got to understand that the politics is a nice brand of politics. Why should the politics be good when Wuna, as the Bajans would say, got to go to the PPP guys them and take out of your tongue and lick them from top to bottom, lick them, chatty them, and then you call that good politicking? But have you seen the PPP guys them go over to your side and hug y'all and kiss y'all? Have you ever seen any of the PPP guys them drop whatever they got to drop and run across a road or stop the car or jump out of a hammock to hug and kiss and embrace any of y'all in the PNC? They don't do that, but y'all believe that good politics, is when y'all bend over backwards and y'all bend over sideways, and y'all bend over crossway, and all sorts of things for the PPP. Y'all bending over too much for the PPP. And y'all believe that when y'all bend down like this, look, there's only one thing could happen to y'all when y'all bend down like this. And I want y'all to understand, I'm not being disrespectful, neither am I insinuating anything. I'm just saying that in reality, when y'all bend like this, the PPP guys, then only one thing could happen to y'all. And y'all don't be surprised if it's
National player!
only one thing could happen. Showtime, right? So y'all keep bending over backwards. Y'all keep bending down to the PPP regime and think that anything good will come out of that. Y'all keep bending down like that, y'all might gotta make the cathedral y'all work spot. Keep bending down because they don't reciprocate. They don't come over to you guys. They feel like whenever y'all embrace them, it is good politics. Whenever y'all embrace them, it is one Guyana. But do they do that to y'all? You know what they do to y'all? They insult y'all. Like that that crocodile Mark Phillips describing Bornham era as white mouth and this and that and all sorts of disrespectful things. So y'all allow them to disrespect y'all. Every day they're disrespecting y'all. They're discriminating. They're oppressing in many African Guyanese communities. They're bulldozing y'all lands. They're doing all sorts of things. And then they go and build a little shabby little road that should have been built over 20 years ago. When they build it, y'all happy, happy, happy. Y'all throw down y'all food, y'all throw down y'all boots, y'all run out of y'all kitchen, y'all do everything so that the camera can see y'all hugging and hugging them up and praising them for what only God knows. And then when y'all praise them today, turn to your neighbor and say, when y'all praise them today, tomorrow they're going and they slaughter y'all people them. They're going in y'all community and they're destroying y'all communities. They're bulldozing. They're kicking y'all people out. They're doing all sorts of things. That is what they are doing. But yet, some of y'all will run over to them, hug them up, and then y'all call it what? Y'all say that is good politics, right? Now, I don't know if this is good politics. Can any one of you who see little Brocatoka Road, and then call it development? Is this development in 2026 in oil-rich Guyana? Come on, let's be for real, guys. Is this development? You dash the people out, all them little picnic, them ain't get nowhere to go, and you call this development? Is this development? Is this development when people are crying every day, people are starving? Look at this one here. He stand up as though like he missed a bowl of food in Colombia. Oops, sorry guys. But this is what is happening in Guyana. Is this development? Is this the development you guys are talking about? Is this the development you guys are talking about? Little road, little drain, little thing up, and you call that development? Huh? Is this development when there's no justice and families are crying out and bawling for justice? Is this development? Is this what you guys are calling development in a country? Take a listen to this Paku Irfan Ali. Take a listen to him. And we will address this issue here. Take a listen to him. I want all you take a listen to him and understand. All you have to understand what is happening. I'm sitting down back. You know, I can sit in a chair, but these kids can't sit in no chair. They may get nothing, absolutely nothing to sit down on other than the bare ground. This is sad. This is sad. I'm not going to lie. This is sad. It needs to be addressed, and it should be addressed immediately. Tomorrow, there should be no school. The whole school, the entire school, all the parents, all people from the communities, every single person should be out there tomorrow, including all them who said them a run, them a farm party, them a do this, them a do that. Let them protest. These are things they have to protest about. These are things they have to confront the corrupt political system on. But no, they're not going to do that. They're not care about these sort of things, you know. But those few in Linden who care should go out tomorrow and shut that school down. Just like Irfan could rush to Manripo and compensate Pulori lady. Well, when I say Pulori lady, not Annette. Compensate Pulori lady about $1 million for a Pulori. Why can't they reach out there in Linden? Why can't they order tonight truckloads upon truckloads of desks and chairs and blackboards or whatever? Why can't they have these teachers, these classrooms computerized? Real governments, this is how they govern. And when we see these sort of things, then we can say developments, right? But for now, we're not seeing anything. It is not development. Listen to this, Paku.
AFC and all of Guyana and all the other covert operators who are one of the same, the AP and UAFC. This is your legacy. This is the ruins of your last 5 years in government. Not forgetting, you spent 33 years in government. This is your...
All right. So y'all know that is Whale Estate, right? And he is saying that the PNC spent 33 years in government. 33 years in government. And this is where these guys in the APNU PNC, this is what they should be responding to. Now, this is Wales Estate, right? This is Wales Estate. When the PPP got into office in 1992, Irfan Ali, them not going to show the condition of Whale Estate. I believe this Whale Estate. They're not going to show the condition of Whale Estate. But almost 30 years after, they video this estate and they're showing you and they're saying this is the legacy of APNU, AFC, and so forth and so on, PNC. But for 23 years prior to getting removed in 2015, they were in office. What did they do other than cause misery, unemployment? And they treated sugar workers worse than indentured servants. Sugar workers had to protest down tools every single week. I was there. I was in protest over at Wales Estate and Enmore and other places. So I'm not guessing, but to blame the PNC or APNU AFC, and that is why these guys in APNU PNC forget about winning them. When they get their own fight going on with extradition and so forth. But look at this. Where is the response from APNU PNC? Where? Now, let me respond a little bit for them. Irfan Ali is saying that this is the legacy of the PNC APNU, right? All right. For 33 years, he claimed that they were in office. But these estates, these buildings weren't in this condition at all. They broke down under Irfan Ali, under the PPP. Irfan Ali is from this area. And Irfan Ali, people would say, has done nothing to develop people in that area, nothing to develop the community, nothing to develop or even to respect sugar workers. But suddenly, right? But before we get back to Irfan, let me show you guys this here. You want to talk? I got to talk. Let me show you guys this here. This is $200 million that they wasted on the PPP regime. That jacked out to $200+ million for the Skeldon sugar factory, right? The Skeldon sugar factory, $200 million that became a white elephant. And let me say, that is the legacy of Jack Dale and the PPP. That is the legacy of Irfan Ali, Jack Dale, and Donald Ramotar. That is their legacy. 200 million wasted. You know what else? The Amila project. Hundreds of millions of dollars wasted. That is the legacy of the corrupt PPP regime. You know what else is the legacy of the PPP regime? Hundreds of people who were slaughtered, murdered, dozens of people who were wrongfully incarcerated, dozens of people were tortured, and all manner of things. Hundreds of people, mainly women, got pellet bullets and all these sort of things. Those are just some of the legacies of the PPP regime. You know what else is the legacy of the PPP regime? Hundreds of millions of dollars wasted in the fiber optic cable that ran from somewhere and let them run through Linden, go through Rockstone, come through Linden, and as soon as it reached the Linden-Suzdijk Highway, it started to fall apart because Jack Dale took a big thing and dig up the dirty, dig up the ground, dig up. He take a big thing and dig up. That's what he did, and destroyed the entire Linden-Suzdijk Highway. Hundreds of millions of dollars wasted. That's the legacy of the PPP regime. Millions of US dollars spent on one laptop, a failed one laptop per family computer program, right? One laptop per family that failed, that little boys and girls had to do whatever. They were taken advantage of by some pedophiles in the PPP regime just to get a laptop. Another failure by the PPP regime, a failure, failed legacy. So this Paku Irfan Ali that talking about failed legacy, I don't know, sometimes the PNC guys got to fight back. They got to make videos and they got to fight back. That's what they got to do. But continue to listen to this Paku Irfan.
3 years in government. This is your legacy. This is what you left the people in Wales. This is what you left the sugar workers. Don't be afraid of it. That is your legacy. The ruins of the APNU AFC. And all the covert operators who now find solace in this, the relic of the past, the ruins of the APNU AFC. Take a good look at it.
That's the same Wales estate side that they broke down and they sold the land to their friends and cronies so that they could build the gas to shore. I believe whatever it is that they were building. And they identified that area because they started to sell out their lands to their friends. They robbed the sugar workers. They betrayed the sugar workers. And so they made this video in order to brainwash the sugar workers. They meant nothing good for sugar workers. And this guy here, I don't know, he like, I heard he just talk a two-sided emo, this chap here.
Mr. Brother,
Tell him.
keep up the good work. I worked from 79 at Wales Estate, 38 year I work here. And today this is the result we get.
2016. What
Yeah,
did it?
2016 to now.
This is what drains and irrigation channels turn to.
You heard
We had to come back to make him get.
You heard the lies. You heard the propaganda. This is why the PNC and APNO and these guys, they have to fight back. They know how to fight back in the PNC APNO. They got to fight back. You can't depend on others to fight back. Others fighting for themselves. They may get time for fighting, and they cannot fight on these issues they know nothing about. And PNC guys got to get off there. Some of them got to get off them, the lazy bench, and they got to fight back. You can't say that, oh, leave them alone. The people know they know. That's not politics. You got to fight back. Listen to this Paku Irfan lying to this man. But when he was Minister of Housing, he never cared about those people because as soon as he became Minister of Housing, wherever it is, he took a house and he built a pool house, right? He built a pool house because he was more concerned about enriching himself, his family, close friends, and maybe whoever else. That is what. So suddenly now they're running, pretending as though they care about these people. And not only care, they're lying to these individuals because they treated them worse than puppies when Irfan Ali was a minister of housing and so forth and so on. So this man said that he worked since 1979. So if he worked from 1979, Abi said 1980, right, to 1992. 1980 to 1992. Oh, you help me, right? That's 12 years. 12 years. But he worked for 38 years. Oh, man. Don't tell me that I don't know to do the maths. Majority of his working years were under the corrupt PPP government. And that is the sort of treatment he's talking about. Because how could 12 compare to, well, what is it, 36 or 26, sorry. How could 12 compare to 26? 26 years of punishment under the PPP regime. Oh, man. Oh, uncle. Talk truth, no, man. Talk truth. Not lie, man. If you lie, all your fall, still go fall down. Eh? Why you lie for? Why you lie for, uncle? Listen to him.
Get back a livelihood.
Livelihood, brother.
He was sent home.
Yeah.
No money for his family. Nothing. I remember him. Suffered the indignity, the inhumanity of the APNU AFC and all their covert operators. This is their legacy. That is what a functional sugar estate turned. He can tell you the pain. 17.
He get one big piece of land, a Lenora estate, and he tried to live like a little twing. Not a king, a little twing. He pool house bigger than must uncle house. But yet he's going to these people now to tell them and crying crocodile tears to these people. Crocodile tears. They don't care about the people. They never care about the people. They're only using this guy here as propaganda. Poor guy not even know what go on. Oh, y'all call uncle. Poor uncle don't know what go on. Somebody call uncle on a flip phone or something like that. Call uncle, reach out to uncle. And uncle know you lie, man. Oh, at this age you lie, man? Eh? You lie at this age? You gonna lie? You know you're punished under the PPP regime. You know they had nothing to do with you. You know they don't want nothing to do with you. You know that you were part of a protest. That same old man there was part of a protest under the PPP regime because they're not paid and they're not raised a salary. They treat them like dog. And that whale estate ran down under the corrupt PPP regime. Y'all think I'm lying? Ask Tony Vera. Tony Vera could probably give y'all an assessment about the whale estate. And when that started to run down. But when the PPP deliberately run down these things so that they could take away the land from the people. You notice now they said they need land. They need land right now. They're not giving people house lots, but they're going around now saying they need land because they want to take the land and they're giving it to their friends and they're giving it to their cronies and they're giving it to their concubines. That is what the PPP is doing. But it don't make sense I'll be listening to this lie, this propaganda, because this is what it is, propaganda. But I want you to listen to at least another 30 seconds.
100 workers directly. The pain, I was telling them, that canal, that drainage canal was once beautiful, with black water, clean, with like glass as you describe it. Yes, this is their legacy. This is what they left. And in less than 4 years, let me show you what we bring to the people. In less than 4 years, the modernization, the transformation, the creation of a new industrial hub, 600 megawatts of new power that will reduce the cost of electricity by half, investment in distribution and transmission for the reliability of power. For 5 years, they invested nothing in distribution and transmission. We came back. This is our record. This is our story versus what you just saw. Visionless versus vision. Callousness versus respect and responsibility. Promises kept versus promises unkept. This is before your eyes, before your conscience. This is a tale of two stories. You be the judge.
Yeah, hey, I'm not going to lie. The PPP, they're not even good at propaganda. But when they package something, you would look, this is the same man that's talking about the legacy and broke down of Whale Estate and all these things. Look at his property. This, as soon as he became a minister, 31 years old, he not get no job, he not make no money, he not come, he not born with no gold spoon in his mouth. He not even born with little gold dust in his mouth. Maybe he could have begged them, Mohammed and them, for while them do them thing with gold, but just sprinkle little gold dust on them. Go and say, how shall Mohammed? How shall? Because shall Mohammed and all of them, and his father and all of them like a good friend. How shall? Sprinkle little gold dust on me now. Right? But as soon as he became a minister, 31 years old, and this is not my propaganda, this is not anybody propaganda, you know. This appeared in the Kaichur News. Look at his mansion. Look at the house. This was taken from Lenora Sugar Estate. So what the PPP was doing, they were deliberately making sure that these estates were run down. And as soon as them estates they run down and so forth, they start to grab the lands and the properties and so forth. Lenora, look what you do. Y'all know what they did with a bunch of Lenora estate land? Them sell them to their friends and cronies. If you think I'm lying, ask Ed Ahmad. Are you ask Ed Ahmad and them? How much land from Lenora estate and so forth, them sell out to them friends and their cronies. And look, he pool house. He is talking about Whale Estate, but look at his pool house. Take a look at Irfan Ali's pool house. Look at his pool house with the guts that he got. Look, Irfan Ali is not fit and trim like me, right? Irfan Ali, before he started to do whatever he's doing and whatever, Irfan Ali had a big guts like this, hanging over as though it's the balcony of the cultural center. You could sit down on his guts and fold your feet as though you're watching some nice show at the National Cultural Center, because his guts is a perfect representation of the balcony of the cultural center. And so even with that guts that he got, he built a pool house. How he got plunge dunk? How he got jump dunk in the pool? He wasn't even married yet. Just about. Where he got this money for all this? He can't even jump in a pool. The minute he jump in a pool, water go splash up all over. You think people all over in Queens are cry, a ball. This time it's water from he pool house. Boom, splash. And these people want to lecture people about legacy? These people want to talk about decency? Who them attack to? They're not talk to me. And I know for certain them not talk to Ayo, because Ayo big and Ayo gets sense. Y'all cannot be paku by these people here. Cannot. Because the truth of the matter is they just don't care. These pakus just don't care. But legacy. Can't even pronounce the legacy. Give me a damn break. He's probably talking about some legacy, some nightclub or some strip club. This is what he's probably talking about. Anyways, what else is going on? We got to talk about Sean, right? We all know with Sean, but just now, y'all give me a break. Just now. I want to give somebody a quick plug. You know, they get Mother's Day boat, right? You know, we got to pay we bills, right? And so, Mother's Day boat, right, coming around May 10th. I hope y'all get y'all tickets. Joy Lynn is in the audience right now. At least I saw her earlier. She could drop her number there. Y'all call her right after this show and y'all get y'all tickets. The other is the Keith Beresford Independence Back to School, back to back oldies, right? In Guyana at Eagles Nightclub. We'll talk a little more about that. That is on May 30th and June 6th. Y'all got to be there. Somebody sponsored a ticket from a friend, Rhonda Lane. She got to go out. She got to enjoy herself. What else is happening that we can talk about before I go? Now, okay, so this is the Minister of Home Affairs, Onage Waldron. Onage Waldron one of her sons had an accident the other day. And Onage Waldron wants us to believe, because she believed that we big and stupid, right? She believes that we big. Oh, sorry, that's Annette Onage and Irfan. I don't know why our operator put this up here. I don't. What's the relevance? If Annette wants to shake these people's hand, let Annette shake these people's hands and skin she teeth with these people. Why our operator? First of all, I don't approve that our operator put this photograph. I do not approve of it. And Lemon is suspended for 1 week. Remove that picture, please, Lemon, and put back the previous. Thank you. Lemon is suspended for 1 week on this program. 1 week Lemon is suspended for. He should not, and we had this discussion, do not put this picture up. And let me show you guys what I was saying. I said to my staff, I said, do not put this picture up here with Annette Ferguson shaking Irfan Ali's hand. Do not put this picture up with her. Do not do this to Annette. And yet, our operator betrayed me tonight. He is suspended for 1 week. I just put this picture back up to let you guys know that I warned them. Do not put this picture up here. Good night to Miss Annette Ferguson. And if you're watching, the operator did this. Now let's get back to this here. This is the picture that we should have up, right? So let me break this down for you guys, please. She's saying that she did not intervene. And I'm saying that it is impossible because we're all parents. And I'm not, this is not going after her kids. We're all parents. You're telling me, you are telling me, see now, Miss Annette Ferguson said, you ain't me, that. Annette getting so busy, I didn't even know what she's writing. She meant to say, you ain't mean for done with my name. That's what she mean for say, right? You ain't mean for done with my name, but look what she put up. She said, you ain't me to dine with my name. Good night, Miss Ferguson. How are you doing? But Miss Ferguson, you gotta stop shake these people's hands, man. You gotta stop it. Every minute we turn, you shaking these people's hand. When last you go in Congress Place and shook R.B. Norton hand? When last you run into Campbell and shake Campbell hand? Or Psycho Andrews or these people? We want to see you in picture with those people because them is your team. This is not your team. But yet you bums raise and telling me that you ain't me to dine, me, white, me, move. Good night, Miss Ferguson. We got to invite Miss Ferguson. You know, she's a friend of mine. Don't get me wrong, right? She's a friend of mine. She is a friend of mine. But I just don't like the new Annette. Annette, and the minute when you think her, she says she gonna pray for. She quick to say she gonna pray for people, right? But Annette, of course, you guys know that this is strictly politics. This is nothing personal at all. Annette has never done anything personal to me, absolutely nothing. And so I'm just saying to her that do not do these things, Annette. Do not do these things. It's not justified. Do not do these things. Do not do it, Annette. And the more we talk about it, furthermore, Lemon, you're no longer suspended. Come back on the job. The more we talk about it, it's like the more she going out doing these things. You know, like a little kid, you know, like when Dilip was growing up, you tell Dilip, don't go and pretend that you're a Obia man. Dilip gone, oh. Dilip gone. You tell Dilip, don't eat food from strangers, and so they give you something to eat, he take it and he push it in your mouth. The more you talk to them, it's like the ears hard. And the more we talk to Annette and we say to Annette Ferguson that this doesn't look right, even if this is a funeral, you can't tell at a funeral, look at all them skin in the teeth at a funeral, boy. It's like it's not a funeral, like it's a dance hall. Man, like I tired talk, man. Like I don't know. Like I'm wrong for talking. I'm wrong for talking. I don't know. Y'all tell me, y'all. But good night to Miss Ferguson. Good night, Miss Ferguson. She said, you seem to know a lot. She could proper abuse, but she ain't gonna go abuse the PPP. She gonna come here to abuse me. And she gonna come here to abuse some of y'all, right? But she gonna reserve the nice respect and the hugs and the kisses for the PPP guys there. I bet if Annette see me right now, Annette wouldn't drop she fudge, drop she polori, or nothing to run and come and see me and hug me. But as soon as she see a PPP, watch when she see Jill and all them people, she gonna run to hug them. This guy here to Sean Anthony Ben. Look at Sean Anthony Ben. Jump out of his kitchen, run over his veranda. And this is a man who said that he's a staunch PNC supporter. PNC supporter, PNC member, PNC candidate, jump over his fence, jump over his veranda, nearly broke his foot, put on a shot. Underneath that suit that he's wearing is his body shop, his mechanic clothes. Rushed to go and hug and shake Edgill's hands. And not only did he shake Edgill's hand and hug up and kiss up Edgill. Look what y'all got to see this for yourselves. Y'all got to hear it for yourselves. That is Sean Anthony Ben. He comes on this program every single night and he lecture we. Oh, y'all ain't doing y'all research. Y'all got to do this and Burnham this and Burnham that. Look at Sean Anthony Ben. Sean Anthony Ben has declared himself the chief citizen of South Rumvelt and all manner of things. Look, Wani, look, he cousin getting vexed here now. Look, Victor Ben. How rent does he pay to occupy what head? What nonsense you're telling me, Victor? We talking things that make sense because it's you cousin, you come and tell me but what rent he pay to occupy my head. This how y'all bums us race quick. Y'all couldn't work around the cathedral. Telling me nonsense, but rent occupy. You see what you cousin do. You see what he doing. And you want to accept that and you telling me nonsense but rent and rent on who head and all kind of thing and who rent this. Y'all soft, y'all like soft pops, y'all bums us race quick. I'm glad some of y'all don't wear skirts. Bang, zoom. Good night to Victor. Calm down, Victor. Call your cousin. Call Sean right now and talk to him. Pray for him. Tell me about rent on my head. Renting and rent space and them stupidness, that low life talk. Listen to Sean. I want y'all heard for yourself. The man ran. By the time the man reached over by Bishop Edgill, he blowing. Look, Sean. We gotta get Sean here to explain what really happened, but we ain't gonna get it tonight. We're running out. Look, Sean said, what time is it? Bedtime. Oh man. Tonight is one night me knowing Sean as a cousin, boy. I knowing Sean as a cousin. All day we talk today. Sean, you best tell Victor the rest himself, but head space and this space and thing. Like he must be cold in Canada. Right? All day. Oh, Sean. Oh, how you gonna do with that? Look how Sean, look how he run. He ran. When he reach, he blowing. He blowing. Just to hug. Just to hug a man that destroying our communities. Look at this. Take a look. Look. You ever see Sean teeth like this? Smiling from, look. Hey guys, this is real. This is for real, guys. This is happening for real in real time. I'm out of here, man. Like he cousin said, leave Sean alone. Leave Sean alone. I gotta leave Sean. You tell me who for leave alone or what? Like, I bet you when last you send a race for Sean Victor? When last you send some business over by Sean? Tell me about leave Sean alone. Leave Sean. Huh? Leave Sean alone. Soon you might tell me leave Leanne alone too. Right? Anyway, Sean, this is not good news, man. It's bad. It's bad. Regardless of how you twist it and turn it, it's bad, Sean. Bad politics. Nothing good about this here, because these guys don't mean good for your community, our community. They don't mean good for your constituency, and there's nothing justified about what you did here. Nothing at all. This is not development. It's not progress. And you notice what he said to you, Sean. The first thing he said to you was one Guyana. And why did you have to agree? Listen to him when he told Sean. I said one Guyana. Sean said, yeah, man. Guys, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. But Sean is saying here that I am man enough to give him compliments when it's due. There's no compliments when it's due. Hear why, Sean. There's no compliments. Nothing. No kudos. Nothing for Edgel or them. Nothing. Because they're obligated to do what they're doing. And it's people within the community, including you, who protested and demanded that they do what they're supposed to be doing. You don't have to beg a government to build a road. And you don't have to rush to put mala around their neck and hug them up and kiss them as though them is some sort of God. They are obligated to do that. That's part of their responsibility as a government. And you and others as taxpayers, you deserve that. So they're not doing a favor there to you guys. It's not a favor they're doing. No. They're obligated to do that. They are servants of the people, and they're there to work on behalf of the people. Sean, put that in your pipe and smoke it, and call your cousin till out in Canada. I know how long y'all going to talk on the phone, because if the two y'all, I don't know. Because like he picking pirate to you, like he want to come to New York and defend you. But I ready for he any day for boxing match in the ring or out the ring. You call your cousin Victor right now and tell him I'm ready for him. Good night again to all of you guys. Well, you know it's no fighting or anything. It's one big family, you know. Victor is my cousin too, but he more sides with Sean. And then Sean is related to Claudine. Y'all know Claudine, right? It's one big family. Y'all try that. I'm out of here. God bless all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. I hope the kids at Bamia Primary School, I hope they get justice. They deserve better. I'm out of here. By the way, Irfan Ali spoke about development and electricity. Today in Guyana alone, within just about 4 hours, people complaining about 6 blackouts. Within 4 hours, 6 blackouts every single day, all in South, all across Guyana. I'm wondering if Sean is going to consider that development. I'm wondering if Sean is going to consider that development. Oh, shucks. Oh, people cussing Sean all day and night. Sean. I feel sorry for Sean. Good night to his beautiful wife, Mistress Ben. But I'm out of here, guys. God bless you all. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. So long.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, get your give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up. The people fed up, you're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up. The people fed up. They done drive no fair with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment, and you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up. The people fed up, you're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up. The people fed up. Every picture you take and promise you make, everything you do is about clout. Then you come into me for I shake your hand, there's nothing to smile about. Corruption inside every sector, but when it comes to them they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Barrett and Stu, cause